Yeah,
What, me?
Extra. No, this is the noise.
What is this, cold open?
Yeah. Where's the intro?
That ain't it.
Oh, here it is.
Welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 303, being recorded on July 30th, 2024. The Council is now in session, and as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit.
Random shit.
Where was the echo?
There was no echo on that.
No echo.
None. It was just random shit. I actually kind of like that better.
Random shit.
Nope.
No echo. Here, I got you.
Random shit.
Random shit.
Nope.
Why is there no echo?
Probably not going
my
through
What would be
as
really
much.
funny is if it was
broken.
echoing
Did your
the whole
echo
time.
break?
My echo is broken.
Oh, you know what? Is it connected to your AirPod?
Oh, probably. It does sound shitty.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on, let's see here.
I kind of need that random shit. I need it as my fucking text
Yeah,
ringtone.
your
Text
no
tone.
microphone is what is listed, so it might be going. Now it's AirPod.
Wait, you can see what we're using as microphones on your end?
Uh huh. Yeah.
Oh.
Can I change it?
Well, maybe not during the broadcast.
So you can see that I'm using the bigger, blacker microphone?
Right.
It says
let's do it again. Ready?
bigger, blacker microphone.
Random shit. Random shit. Random shit. Random shit. Random shit.
It is
random
black,
shit,
but
random
it's a Yeti blue.
shit.
Oh,
There you go.
That's very nice.
There you go.
It's okay. It's no sure.
With little background and absolutely no expertise. All CouncilCast decisions are final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever.
I feel like this is horse shit.
So can I leave
what she
and
said.
come back and still be in the thing?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
We
Same
banished
as
We'll just
you.
have multiple tracks that I have to. It's gonna add
makes
to my
it-
editing
it makes it
time
really
when
hard
I
for
work on
yourself.
this later.
Ban him, don't let him back.
he's kicked out for good.
Disbarred. He's disbarred from the council.
I want a motion to remove the line absolutely no expertise because I feel like we've got some expertise.
How many episodes are we in? 300. We've developed some expertise.
300.
No.
103,
We,
so,
we
yeah.
each have expertise in our own topics. We just wield that expertise in like a really
Dangerously.
dangerous way.
Is that better?
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah. We can
I want
hear
you to
that.
leave it like that through the whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
I just really want to talk to slightly diminishing Brian the whole way through.
Oh, well, something that's not diminishing is life on Mars, because it's maybe flourishing.
It's minishing.
No, it's flourishing, not diminishing.
Flourishing.
Well, who knows? Actually, NASA's Perseverance rover has found apparently an intriguing rock on Mars that may or may not be a fossil.
An intriguing rock.
Yep, that's what
I
they're
don't know why I'm
calling
making
it.
fun of this. I like this.
Wait, they have intriguing rocks in space?
There's literally everything in space, Morty. Now get the
Is it
back
gonna
in
go
the car.
collect the rock and put it in the rock tumbler that it got at the Scholastic Book Fair for too much money?
I mean, they might collect it and put it in a NASA rock tumbler. Yes.
Oh, this rock's
that-
shiny. I love how blue it is. Can I buy this
Rock
one, Mom?
tumbler? I got
I have a
rocks
serious-
out of my parents' driveway and put it in it.
I have a serious question though. Now, does the rover have a tumbler, and is it polishing Martian rocks right now?
Yes.
Yes,
Probably.
definitely.
Nice.
It's got a rock collection. It's a really boring rover, and it just doesn't have anybody to meet up with on Mars Tinder or whatever.
Mars Tinder.
Nearest match, 30 million miles or however fucking far Mars is. Really far. Really goddamn far, Brian.
Wow. I had no idea.
But yeah, apparently they found some rocks, and they are all colored with some different colors that indicate that they are maybe made from iron and phosphates, which is apparently a smoking gun, as they call it,
magma.
for microbial life itself. So the next step NASA wants to do is bring those rocks home, but they first have to get funding, design a spacecraft, build it, fly it to Mars, and then fly it back. So
Dear
it might be a long
I've
ways
seen
out.
this. I've seen this. They bring the rocks back. They take them back to the lab. They start messing around with them, and they come to life
And
and,
it turns
take
into
over
Jurassic
the planet.
Park. Got it.
I'm gonna make my
Caw-caw,
billionaire
tookie-tookie.
pitch now. I think the money that Elon Musk had pledged to the Trump campaign, he should just redirect to doing this.
There you go.
He's thinking that too. Right now, he's reevaluating his donation.
He's like, I'm gonna go get those
Paradigm.
rocks. He's like some crazy prospector.
He walks around with a divining rod on Mars.
God, you think by episode 400 we'll have made it big?
Absolutely.
We might. Yes, we'll double our viewership by then.
To 2.
Yes.
Let's get this episode sponsored by Pop Rocks.
Ooh. All right.
There may not be life in space, but there'll be life in your mouth.
I'm not sure that's going to be one of the slogans they're
Wait,
actually going
That's
to
what
use.
she said.
That one's getting cut.
That's what she said.
Nah.
Yeah, I give a thumbs up for maybe find some evidence of life on Mars. Does make me think that maybe some ancient Martians lived there, and that is actually where the dinosaurs came from.
Have you guys been watching? You watched any of the Planet of the Apes movies?
Yes, many of them.
It
Did they come from
seems
Mars?
like basically when the apes transitioned from not being able to talk to being able to talk, and then the humans stopped being able to talk, and you progress even farther, and then apes rule the world, and you go down the line even farther. Then they just end up like at 9-to-5 jobs, like we do, and so and then Earth ends again, and something else takes over. So there's a real possibility that that happened a billion times over on Mars, and then it just got too hot.
They actually burned up their atmosphere, and
Okay, I have another theory that
Yeah,
Mars
let's hear
is in a baby stage and eventually is going to aspire to be a functioning planet like us.
Hmm.
No, that's Pluto. Pluto is aspiring to be a functioning planet. It was a planet, then it became dysfunctional. Now it's hoping to become a functional planet again.
Pluto needs therapy?
Pluto
does.
needs to be.
And that brings us
Pluto
to
needs
today's
to believe
sponsor,
in
BetterHelp.
God.
Pluto needs to believe
Everybody
in Pluto.
actually, that BetterHelp shit, I don't really know anything about it. I'm just repeating what I see in the YouTube comments. So like, there's some sciencey people that I watch, like related to
Joe
space.
Rogan?
What's her name? Dr. Becky, I think is one of them.
Yeah.
She said BetterHelp is a sponsor for a while, and people comment every time about how like you shouldn't have these people as sponsors. Apparently, they're not great. I don't know. I haven't read into it. A lot of people don't like BetterHelp.
It's a weird thing. I think I looked into it once, and it
I
seemed...
think it sounds like a lot of people have had bad experiences on BetterHelp.
Well, one of our friends is a registered therapist, and they talked about how they looked into it, and they're like, well, there's weird issues with licensing and where you can and can't practice and how things are available and not available. And then they promise like they're available whenever you need to text with them. And so like they're like, it just felt like it was going to be too much for me. So I imagine they have really high turnover with that position with the therapist that they're working with. So that could be a huge part of it. Like just making a giant promise that it is really hard to deliver on. But I have no idea. I haven't looked into it either. I'm just speculating. So
that must mean it's all true. So,
Well, I say thumbs up for Mars.
thumbs
There
up
you
for
go.
Mars.
But something that might not be better help, but better for your health is more sex.
Ayo. Sending this. Where's that article? I'm sending this one on to someone I know.
Yeah, apparently researchers have found a link between reduced sex
Pretty
frequency
soon, Brian's
creating
song
a
goes,
higher
"Ba-ding,
risk of death.
Ping.
bing."
What is this from Silas?
Better say, better.
I'm going to send this to somebody I know
Oh
who
no,
needs
who
to
just
read
said
it.
this?
Matt. Ding.
What the fuck, Brian? I thought we were just friends.
But yeah,
what-
apparently less sex is apparently linked to shorter lifespan, according to some of these researchers.
It's probably just due to less cumulative exercise.
Probably likely. But apparently it only shows up for this in women. So apparently only
Oh,
women who have
interesting.
less sex die younger. Men apparently it doesn't matter. So
He has even more of an argument now.
I'm sending the same article to.
yeah, I wonder
twice.
if this article was written by men, maybe.
Ding. Silas, you just sent this to me.
Better check that. I'm thinking this is sounding like some bias.
First time I sent
Turns out we studied it, and look at these results.
Interesting. So now, do they have any science behind this, or is just some guy that wrote an article about women should have more sex?
This is like a mouse writing a paper about like I live longer if you give me more cheese. Or was that a rat? Do rats and mice, are they both cheese? I don't really know the stereotype. I shouldn't be stereotyping rats. I
Rats
don't know why I
like
am.
garbage. Mice
Mice
like cheese.
Garbage. Basically garbage.
I don't know. I've seen
What is that?
Ratatouille.
Garbage.
He's
What does
rat.
he
His
say?
brother's a rat. And
You
his
give
brother
a
likes
pig an
cheese.
apple, which is basically garbage,
Garbage.
Give a pig
and
a
it turns it
pancake.
into bacon.
Bacon.
The pig gets a pancake.
It's like the most successful recycling program ever.
Apparently this was an actual study that was done, so it wasn't just somebody writing an article. But apparently it looks like they surveyed almost 15,000 people, and
That doesn't
guess
sound
it
like
was
nearly
survey?
enough.
Were there two questions?
How old
much
are you?
Sex are you
Did
having?
you got-
and
you have
how-
lots of
and
sex.
Are you dead?
Are you dead yet?
You got lots of sex.
Yeah, I like that. I like the "Are you dead?" question. It's like I love when Katie sends me a message. It's like, "Did you die?" It's like, how am I supposed to fucking respond to that?
I watched this.
I usually just send back yes.
I watched this this guy earlier today on a video. Like this video was like guaranteed ways to help you live longer or something. And I was like, all right, I'm bored right now. Sure. What's your baloney?
Lay it on me.
And then he's like, for legal reasons, I can't actually guarantee that this will make you live longer. But here's my promise. If it doesn't make you live to 100, when you die, just DM me and I'll send you $100. Long stare
my
at the
favorite
camera.
is the
Cut.
dumb ways to die on Instagram.
Dumb ways to die. Oh man, I saw one the other day of it was like a marine training scenario, and this guy threw a grenade out of this window, and this guy at the bottom, like underneath the window, catches it and throws it back up to him, and then it explodes. And I was like, "Why are you doing that? Why are you doing
Genius.
hoping for disability?" Yikes.
Well, I bet if that guy would have had more sex, he probably would have lived longer and not died back then. So.
Well, he didn't die. He didn't die. He's fine, but
good.
it could have been bad.
I really don't know how to. I'm thumbs up.
Yeah, I did go to the article, and as far as I can tell, I think these authors are all men. So
That was my first question before I decided to vote, and then you said it was an actual thing. So now I'm still thumbs up.
yeah, I'm still gonna go with thumbs up on it. Sure, why not?
I sent it to Kayla twice, but she hasn't read it yet. It doesn't.
I'm
Look
all for women having better health.
I'll send it to her again.
Just keep
Make sure
sending it.
Did you read this yet?
Just read it.
Silas, I've gotten this from you 43 times. Is your phone broken?
Well, if you don't want to worry about your phone breaking, Logitech wants to make sure you don't worry about your mouse breaking either. Because Logitech,
concern.
everybody's favorite mouse manufacturer, wants to sell you a subscription-based forever mouse.
Oh my god.
A
A
what?
subscription-based forever mouse. What does that mean?
Yep.
Lifetime
apparently-
warranty? Is that a
I'm
creative
not-
way of saying lifetime warranty?
I'm not
Yes.
entirely sure. That's what I thought it was going to be, But apparently they're just talking about making a mouse that they expect to last like as long as you would live. And the goal being that they'll update it with like over-the-air updates, I guess, because that's the popular thing to do.
But what if the hardware breaks?
Well, they're saying they're going to build the mouse to be so good that the hardware itself won't break. But it's also
Everything's
gonna
made
be,
of carbon fiber.
maybe, I don't know. They're talking about making a premium enough device that you'll not want to ever replace it and it won't break. And it's going to cost like $200.
What's their pitch?
Get on down to Real Fake Doors. Check this out. Won't open. Won't open.
Something like that.
There you go. Yeah, the thing I don't get is, I mean, do people, maybe I'm just in a minority here, but do people really want to just have one mouse that they use for forever, or are you guys swapping out mice all the time?
No, they don't.
I mean, I buy a new mouse every week. But I do have another channel. It's Test This Mouse, and if you guys want to check it out, you can come over to Test This Mouse on YouTube. And every week I test a new mouse, and every week I'm disappointed and say I will stick with my trackpad. Thank you very much.
I mean, I go through gaming mice more than I go through work mice. I just bought. I do trackballs for work because I don't want to have to move my hand. So I had 2 Logitech MX Ergos back to back. I wore out the first one, and then had another one. And that one finally started to wear out, and I purchased some other, I don't know, there's some Japanese brand that people recommended on Reddit, and it's better, I think, in every way except for the trackball tracking, which is kind of shitty. I like the buttons and the feel better, but I'm just dealing with the fact that it feels a little more coarse than the Logitech's smooth. But for gaming, I'm on my second Death Adder V3 Pro right now. I like them a lot.
I buy the cheapest mouse keypad combination.
Yeah,
$9.99 or
I've been through
less.
a lot of gaming mice, just like trying to find something I like a little bit better. Or
The Razer Viper V3 Pro. What'd you say?
Razer Death Adder V3 Pro. I'm hoping for a V4 Pro this year.
I mean, I like my mouse, but I always feel like there's got to be something slightly better, and so I like to try something new every now and then.
I've tried the Logitech gaming mice multiple times. Not a fan. I used to be. I
actually switched off Logitech's gaming mice as well because I used to like them, and then I don't know, they just not the same.
I have also, I can't tell you how many times I've been like, oh, everybody really likes this ambidextrous mouse. I'll try it. I never liked the ambidextrous mice, and I don't know how I convinced myself to try it again. I just need to record myself saying you don't like ambidextrous mice, because I inevitably.
Wait a minute.
Exactly.
I got 2 things here for us. One,
Mystery.
actually, it's not mystery because I take that back because
This is actually on topic.
This is on topic. But let me share my screen here really quick because I was interested because I do not use gamer mice, but I found
10년이 넘는 기간 동안 레이저
this and thought that this little video here would help
데스와
explain
함께
it.
많은 것을 이뤄냈습니다. 데스헤더 마우스 쉐이프가 무게는 정말 편안하며 저의 플레이의 한 부분이 되었습니다. 완벽히 정확한 컨트롤이 필요할 때 놀라운 센서와 스위치 성능을 통해 오류의 여지는 존재하지 않습니다. 누구에게도 뒤지지 않는 최고의 반응을 바탕으로 저의 승리는 자연스러운 결과라고 생각합니다.
I don't speak Spanish.
I guess we know who this episode is sponsored by. Why did we watch the Razer Death Adder V3 Pro video?
Why not? That was amazing. I'm gonna have to get a $10
that
mouse
fucking
next
went
time.
hard for a mouse ad.
It did, yeah, they did. And I should have warned all of our photosensitive viewers about the flashing lights, but I did not know that they were coming. So
You remember
I blame the ad.
You remember when the first version of what is now the Death Adder came out? It was the Mamba,
Mhm.
and I drove from Ames to Ankeny to pick one up.
I
reserved
remember.
it because it was the first one of the first really good wireless mice, and I fucking hate playing games wired.
Mm.
No,
I've never
that's
played
fair.
games with a mouse.
I'm
so.
gonna say thumbs down because I really don't care.
90-hour battery. Holy baloney!
Yeah, it lasts forever.
I mean, I guess I'm just not sure.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, Brian. He's very.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a
on this
thumbs up
topic.
for it. You know, if they think they can sell it, go for it.
I'm gonna give it 1 thumb on the mouse button.
2 thumbs down because it's not an Apple trackpad.
You know what fucking Apple product sucks? The goddamn Mighty Mouse. That shit
Yeah.
can get thrown out the fucking window.
Oh, I gotta find this. Hold on,
They're
MKBHD.
so bad.
Hold on, this is so good. I got.
The fact that anyone thought that thing was a good idea. The charging alone on it is so stupid. It's like right on the bottom. You can't even use it while it's charging.
You gotta make. I mean, you gotta have some courage to sacrifice ports or something. I don't know.
Here, watch this. Share screen. This is great.
Are you
So
talking
blind-
about Tim Cook?
blind ranking. So we're going to do a top 5
Yeah.
Apple products of all time, but I'm going to give you them one at a time, and you don't know what the rest of them are. So you have to rank the first one without knowing what 2, 3, 4, and 5 are. The Magic Mouse.
The Magic Mouse.
-10.
2,000 years later.
The getting the ergonomics well done and was key.
I feel like he's on the verge of laughing.
Got the cap.
I grabbed the wrong. That's not the one from his channel, but on his channel, he's like, I just wanted to immortalize this moment for all time here, so you can enjoy. I watched the full interview,
So
but
here-
man, he stumbled across
what
that.
what does Tim say?
So Tim was like, I don't know if I'm going to be good at ranking these things, so I'll just kind of tell you my thoughts about each of them. Bad idea, Tim. You should have just ranked them.
He should have just owned it. I would have a ton of respect for Tim if he was like,
Yeah, that thing
it's-
sucks.
the Magic Mouse is kind of shit.
Yeah, if he had said that, like if he had said,
he could have even done something like, it looks pretty, and it looks like it's designed well, and it is like put together well. It's just not a great human interface device.
yeah, yep, and that's kind of what he said without using any of those words.
I hate
By
fucking
just going,
corporate speak.
it was we. Do you ever have a dream
That wasn't our best,
where you think that
right?
you ever
Like,
that you think
we
you
really
could-
wanted it to be an extension
Yeah.
of your hand, and your hand and the palm, and it fits.
the
It's so
palm?
nice.
I've used one. I don't like it. I'm sure there are people that like it because there have to be, but I don't know them, and I know plenty
don't
of bad
either.
people. I mean,
Oh,
what
man.
Apple did knock, they've knocked too many things out of the park to
Yeah.
shy away from criticizing product that wasn't up to snuff.
Yeah, no,
Like,
for sure.
the
But the thing
trackpad,
is, they're
they-
still
to
selling
this
it.
day, they have the best trackpad, and going to anything else feels like fucking garbage. I
Yeah,
hate
it does. Yeah, I said that to Logan the other day. He's like, "Wait, are you joshing me? Or are you just like
No,
doing
it's
your regular
100%
Apple shtick?" I'm like,
it's serious.
"No."
I
it's
mean,
like-
maybe there. I the last Windows laptop I had, or the last like Linux one, whatever. I had a Dell that was like, they're never as big. They're not as snappy. Like they're tiny. But like I know that's changed a little bit. But they're good. I don't find me
Yeah.
one that's better.
I part of it too, I think, is like the material, because it like
Are they're glass? They're like
they're
coated
glass, so your finger slides across it smoother than the plastic. The other, like most, it seems like PC ones that
I
I've
think they drove me nuts on smaller
yeah,
ones.
plastic. It
Like,
just doesn't smooth. It's the same smoothness.
you like click something to drag it, and like you run out of area to drag it across the screen. It's like there's not enough room to like drag the thing over as far as I want. I have to click it again and drag it again. Oh, whatever.
Well, yeah, like even on this,
Lenovo's were terrible about that.
this thing, is this glass in here?
Is that the iPad one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have to look that up.
So I got one of those. Hold on. Maybe? I'm not sure.
Can't tell. Well, there you go.
Well,
Good little,
anyway,
good little chat there.
speaking of bad products that companies make, Microsoft is finally putting the Xbox 360 store out of its misery.
Oh, thank goodness.
If you own an Xbox 360 and are still buying stuff through the store, as of today, it will not work anymore.
What?
Oh
Yep.
boy.
So yeah, if you are still using a device that's, I don't know, when did the Xbox 360 even come out?
360 was
2005, almost 20 years ago. If you're using something from 20 years ago and can't access the Xbox store, well, maybe it's time to move on. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thumbs up for killing it, I guess.
We're watching Mulan tonight on VHS because I still have VHS and a VHS player.
Yeah.
And it was getting a little grainy.
You mean a VCR?
Amelia said, "How old is this? How old is this?" And I said,
Very.
Let me. I looked up Mulan, and it was like 98, and I said, over 20 years old. The VHS tape is over 20 years old, and she's like, "Huh."
And it still works, and you're like,
And I'm
well, yeah,
impressed
you see
it still works.
See all those lines and scratches?
I mean, I'm not too surprised the tape still works. I'm just surprised you still have a VCR that works.
Oh, I take good care of that. Put a cover over it at night. No,
I dust it every
clean
day.
the heads with a little
Q-tips and
every week. Q-tips every weekend. It's quite an ordeal.
I can imagine. I mean, it's almost as much of an ordeal as making the ultimate bubble machine to produce a infinite bubble.
An
Is it big or is it a whole bunch?
Yeah.
Is that already
This
the
guy.
universe? Infinite bubble?
Sure.
Is it huge?
This would be. Yeah, this guy tried to make a bubble that was so big that it had no end to it.
Double bubble
big
been
is that?
real quiet since this dropped.
Well, ultimately, he failed.
Oh.
But he did end up making apparently some really big bubbles. He apparently attached bubble wands to his car and was able to make some gigantic bubbles by driving down the street.
Wait, how is this not under science?
So what's the
I didn't
world
have Brian
record?
helping me.
Do we know what the world record is for a bubble from a bubble machine?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure.
This guy.
Wow, those are some big bubbles.
Wait, he tried to do it with a car. That was the way he came up with an infinite bubble. This
Yeah,
is
he
a
was like
YouTuber?
he was gonna like drag the bubble maker behind his car, and it was gonna
Wait, here it is.
just continue to go or something.
This guy has weird hobbies.
Car into the world's biggest bubble machine.
The world's biggest bubble machine. I don't know if he said infinite bubble, but it certainly is the biggest bubble.
I mean, it's pretty big.
I don't know.
Oh, wow, that's pretty big.
I think I want to sing "Get a Real Haircut" and get a real job. What the heck is he doing all this for?
I don't know. Dude has 573,000 subscribers.
I think
and
he's
this
got a
video
Get a
pretty big
haircut.
has
and-
60.
oh,
There
yeah,
you go.
definitely.
Infinite bubble.
Yeah, definitely. Get a haircut and get a real job. You see
I
that?
don't know. He seems like he's got it figured out. I want to just like screw around and be like, hey, what if I
Ryan's
made
just
the
super
biggest
jealous
bubble?
because he's not blowing bubbles all day.
Yeah.
If that could be my job, I would definitely do that. So, having
Well,
said that,
I
I
know-
say
I
thumbs
know a-
down.
I know a guy who could help you get started with your YouTube career.
I don't know anybody like that.
I don't know.
It's not a tumor.
Is that something people do?
Well, if you did, you could make bubbles all day and make money. So Yeah, I don't know. I give this guy a thumbs up for giving it a try. Kind of an interesting idea.
I mean, I'm impressed with the
It's a
size of
big-ass
those bubbles
balloon.
for sure.
Or
Yeah.
big ass bubble, yeah.
They are big ass bubbles, but I'm going to say thumbs down. And I
Good
have no
job.
reason to say thumbs down other than someone needs to vote thumbs down for this guy driving around making bubbles.
Thumbs up.
Oh,
64,000 views in 11 days. That's pretty good.
Not bad.
You're thumbs upping his YouTube prowess, not his bubble making ability.
Doesn't
He's
matter.
allowed to dole out his thumbs however he chooses.
It's
based on
the
whatever
CouncilCast. I think that you're really overthinking it.
I think I am.
And I think you're underthinking it.
I think that I'm going to continue to overthink it till it's just never mind.
Okay.
Well, I think you should overthink it to the point where you want to know how much cocaine a Brazilian shark eats every day.
Oh, I heard about this.
Okay.
So if you thought,
I'll
what
bite.
was it, cocaine bear, crack bear?
Yeah.
Apparently, there's now cocaine sharks, which might be the next movie. Who knows?
Actually,
Cocaine Sharknado.
what they're finding out is that didn't they
Perfect.
find out that sharks produce cocaine and then it moves throughout their system? That's what causes these feeding frenzies. They just go berserk because they've had too much cocaine in their system.
This isn't because they produce it. This is because the sharks live in the
eating it.
ocean near sewage treatment facilities where there is so much cocaine in the water that they are just topped up on cocaine all the time.
That's the last thing we need. I did hear this. I did hear about this. That's crazy.
So what are they doing about it? Anything?
Treatment.
They apparently did capture some of the sharks. They dissected them. I'm not sure why, but I guess they're just catching them and killing them.
That'll stop you from using cocaine right there. If you catch someone and dissect them. That's the kind of support group that really has an impact on the people involved. Oh my gosh. I think it says he says more about where they were than the fact that sharks just ate that stuff.
Well, sharks, it seemed like, love cocaine. Turns out they got a real problem.
Just wait until they start using start buying cocaine laced shark meat.
Cocaine laced shark meat. That's how they're smuggling it in.
Yep, that's gonna be the new thing. So
I wish they were.
it'd
be better if they were hooked on marijuana because they'd still have the munchies, but they wouldn't be as aggressive.
They wouldn't be as aggressive, and they would.
Oh my god, I so want to eat that person, but I just want to chill here and not do anything.
Wait, what were we talking about? Just swimming off. I like this. I think this is great.
Thumbs up for dissecting sharks. So especially ones on cocaine.
Yep, thumbs up for shark cocaine shark.
That's got to be a movie coming up here.
I hope so.
Cocaine Sharknado. I like
Sharknado 7, the attack of the hopped up cocaine sharks.
The fuck?
That's funny.
Sharknado 9, the crack.
the
crack shark. The Kraken sharks.
Well, with that, we're going to move on to our billionaire pitches for the week. And we already have Matt's pitch in, so who else wants to pitch something?
What was Matt's pitch?
Bring Mars
He wants
rocks
to
back.
reroute his Trump campaign contribution.
Oh.
That he already redacted. That was money he already spent. He just put it toward a good cause.
I guess I said it earlier, and since the rover does not have a rock tumbler on it, I would like for a billionaire to send a rover to Mars that has a rock tumbler that can tumble the rocks and then redistribute them on Mars so that the rocks on Mars are prettier. Shiny, polished rocks.
They've gotten all the information they can out of these rocks. Let's polish them and sell them at the gift shop.
I hope they do. I hope this is done in secret, and so like you have a rover that's just up there polishing rocks, and then all of a sudden NASA shows up. They're like, "Whoa! Look at these rocks.
Look at all
These are
shiny rocks
intriguing."
here. There must have been.
These are from
life-
animals from 1 billion years ago.
Yeah, exactly. I love that idea, and the secret part too. So a thumbs up all around.
Yeah, thumbs up for all of that. That's good. Good one, Brian.
We I got one. We were on a plane this summer, and it got me thinking. There's all this VR stuff, and headsets and things, and I was thinking, I wish I could fly first class. What if they had in the headset like a visual audio experience where you could experience first class, and we could call it something like virtual first class or something like that.
That's an amazing idea.
I think you're onto something.
I think that's
Virtual first class. I've never heard that before.
It would
My
cost,
real idea
it'd be a
is
fraction of the price of actual first class.
The real idea is a pen that never runs out of ink. I don't know.
Oh, I won't say it. That's a good idea. Thumbs up.
That was a good idea.
Put the pen manufacturers out of business. I like it. Thumbs
That's,
up.
I mean,
No, just the refill manufacturers.
just the refill, just the ink manufacturers.
As quickly as I lose pens, I don't care how much ink is in them because I'll never ever get to the bottom. I never use up the ink. I lose the pen before I use up the ink. So,
yeah, I have the thumbs up. I like it. My pitch is, I want somebody to come up with a computer. Could be, I guess it doesn't really matter the form factor, but a computer, desktop, laptop, whatever you want, tablet, that has a built-in printer. So if you're like browsing around doing something and you're like, hey, you know what, I really just need to print this thing. Instead of having to like find a printer or connect up to one, you just are like, boom, hit print, and just out pops a piece of paper with whatever you printed.
How many sheets of paper
integrated.
can it hold?
A lot.
this is a phone.
It can hold a
sure.
whole ream
Sure. Yeah, it can hold a whole ream of paper.
in your phone.
Yeah, why not?
I love it. Yes, I'm down. But it doesn't change the size of the phone.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Your phone, tablet, computer, whatever it is, it's the same size that it normally would be. But you can just keep printing
Forever.
Yeah.
For 500 for 500 sheets. So what you want is a what do they have on Star Trek where they make the food?
Replicator.
Replicator.
All right. So essentially a real life replicator for paper.
It's not my department.
Yeah, but
I
it's
work with
printed
the transporter, but
just like
I
a
understand
printer.
the concepts.
Printed
Yeah,
just
I
like
just
a
don't want to
printer.
have to have a separate printer, just have it kick out of whatever device is already being used on. So
Yeah, I hate getting up and walking around.
Yeah.
Looking for stuff.
maybe printer, maybe your phone, like instead of like a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, it like prints out on Post-it notes or something. Like you just say print, and then you just like stick the Post-it note somewhere.
I can get behind this.
Ooh.
The physics makes sense now.
Oh, okay. I was going to say they have printed meat now, so maybe you could put a different cartridge in your phone, and you could print yourself out some Arby's roast beef and make a sandwich.
There you
That's
go.
what she said.
That's all right. It's better as a paper printer.
All right. Well, with that, we are going to go ahead and call this council meeting adjourned. We thank you all for listening as we record this podcast live on Tuesday nights. And if you liked what you saw and want to check out all past episodes of the CouncilCast, you cannot go to councilcast.org. But you can also find the audio files on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. If you have a topic you would like the council's decision on, you can email us at idon'tcare@councilcast.org. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.